Uncle Makara back at it again. Let's get it. Upward Spiral Gang. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This is Primal Sutra. We believe in creating a flow-based society from a fear-based society. If you look at the world around you right now, you will notice that a lot of us are living in anxiety, living in fear, living in depression rather than expression. So for this particular video today, I want to speak on this topic of fear. I'm going to be bringing in some occult knowledge. Okay, if you want to know more about that, definitely join the Telegram group, okay, Primal Sutra, where we channel and I actively will teach you how I do this for myself. Completely valid and completely safe way of doing it, okay? So anxiety is one of the things that I counsel people on, and I've done this for a very long time, including overcoming my own anxiety. I used to have a lot of panic attacks in the past, a lot of anxiety attacks in the past, and nowadays I'm living more at my edge, my masculine edge, you know? There's nothing more threatening and eroticizing to a feminized society than a man that is fully stepping into their power and really figuring themselves out and, you know, understanding the world and so forth. I had a theory as I started to look at Herbert Benson's The Flow Cycle, okay? If you ever look at the flow cycle, you'll see that it starts off in struggle. I don't really like that word, struggle. I think it's challenge. However, struggle phase enables us to understand that we need a little bit of panic, a little bit of fear, agitation, frustration in the beginning of any kind of action. We even saw this in our hunter-gatherer societies where we'd feel a sense of trepidation, agitation, fear come up before the hunt or before, you know, something was going to happen, like a big event in the future. So anxiety is temporal dislocation, which is time travel. It's going into the future, into this really catastrophic negative reality. So what is the cure to anxiety? It is presence and action. Start stacking and doing what you can. Use your resourcefulness right now. You have a lot of tools. You have the internet at your fingertips. That's how you found this video. So start taking action on this now. Each one teach one, okay? Now that I give you this wisdom, I've imparted this on to you. You can take this and give it to somebody else or share this video. I'd really appreciate it and it would help the algorithm, okay? But I believe most of society lives in that struggle phase, whereas we have to learn how to surrender, how to let go of all this past emotional baggage, okay? There are so many varied ways in which sin and evil, the word sin meaning you missed your mark, okay? It's an archery term, are presented to us in such a captivating, attractive way, charismatic way that we get lost in the sauce, okay? We lack structure. However, perfect love or flow state, okay? What is the ultimate flow state, the most addictive state on the planet? Love, okay? Love. But also, what is another addictive state on the planet? Fear, okay? The horror movie industry, hey, they make a killing off of it, okay? No pun intended. But some of you guys are addicted to negative energy. You're addicted to fear. You're literally, you can't help it. It's not that you can't help it, you won't, because the mindset is hopelessness, okay? You feel like you have no hope. However, let me remind you that you do. Okay, in Pandora's box, I'm going to be bringing up the word pan quite a lot, okay? Pandora's box, hope was the only one that didn't escape, right? Hope was the one that was left behind. That's the one that was needed in order to heal and reconstruct ourselves. So really, when we're stepping into a flow state paradigm, we're stepping into a paradigm where we are enhancing ourselves, healing, improving ourselves, growing up, you know, feeling alive, feeling authentic. That's what we all want. But now we live in a cancel culture full of just left, right, and center bullying. And there's words like, you know, this phobic, that phobic, sexism, racism. Man, race is an illusion, okay? Roses are roses, no matter what color they are. You see trees in the forest, they have this root network, right? That connects it to all the other trees. But we as humans, we're not connected to each other, okay? Okay, connected is some kind of like a word that you would use at Awesomeness Fest at Mind Valley.
So many beautiful people, connection.
Yeah, I keep hearing that word a lot.
Yeah,
Connection. What are you most looking forward to?
Connection.
By the way, speaking of that, I believe that this Indian guy right here is like the antithesis to me, okay? Let's have a look. He talks about manifestation, okay?
What I created, such a beautiful...
What do you mean you created me?
I created you with my mind.
Can you explain your theory a bit more about how you created me?
So I think everything we can create it with our manifestation. You know, we can think about the things, what we want to happen. When I wake up today, I've said, I'm going to create a greatest day of my life ever. And then everything start aligning. But when people go out and say, oh no, there's bad shit happening all around, I said, that's your creation. Doesn't happen to me.
So instead of panic, we want to respond, not react, but respond. Take the time to sit with it, feel through the fear, the feeling of the fear that makes you constrict and become smaller. And instead let it become your horse blinders, right? Because fear makes you focused, makes you very alert of what's going on. It's a protective mechanism that you're going into. You're going inwards. You respond with a clear mind, and from there, you're gonna make your greatest choices and greatest decisions. We're going from panic to pranic, okay? Prana is life force energy. It's your aliveness. Now, panic, I believe, and I've been told this by the deities as well, including some channels, and I've been doing some research on it. Rose Sanchez is a great resource. Pan is the moon of Saturn, or Satan. I just want to clarify something, okay? You might see that the channel name has changed. It went from Flow State Activation to Primal Sutra. This is a personal choice on my part. I believe that this branding is going to help me in my greatest alignment and ascension towards what I'm really trying to create, which is a niche of my own. Peak performance shamanism is what we're calling it, understanding that we can activate, get into these trance-like states and understand how we can better ourselves and grow through the process, okay? So when we say we're gods in training, it's not the fact that we're calling ourselves gods. God was actually originally an acronym for us, not generator, operator, destroyer, okay? That's not what I'm talking about. More so geniuses on destiny. God is basically your flow code. You get that? We are just creators or gods with amnesia. We're not saying we are a god, praise the Almighty. This is not really any kind of, apotheosis or self-deification, though it's probably gonna sound great for a press release, right? Gods in training, ooh, okay? Sounds cool, right? Sounds cool. But we're basically gods with amnesia. We forgot our spiritual gifts, okay? You are a spark of God, a spark of the divine. You are a child of God, yet you've forgotten. You've forgotten that you are connected and whole and in unity. There's a lot of stigma around a lot of mental health, if you've noticed. And what do most mental health practitioners tell you to do? Journal about your problems. That'll make it go away, but other people know the datum of whatever you focus on will grow. Why do you think I became a positive psychologist? Okay? I understood something. I'm not ignoring the negative, okay? But my specialization is in helping people with happiness, helping you with your confidence, with your courage, with your resilience, with your creativity and flow state, peak performance. So most mental health, we have this idea that, mentally ill people are bad. We should distance ourselves from them. First of all, you're not broken, okay? You don't need to constantly rewire and reprogram yourself, okay? Because what is reprogramming? It's like the original programming is wrong. It's partly true, but if we keep speaking in that way, we're constantly reminding ourselves that we're not good enough. You see, if you need to rewire yourself, you're already stating to yourself that you're not fine, that there's something wrong with you. And hey, maybe there is. But again, do you want to be like Vishen Lakhiani, okay, from Mind Valley? Whereas the term guru seems to offend him.
So I've met a movement guru, And I just want to know what your journey was of self-improvement.
Well, firstly, I don't like that word, guru. And out of 400 people over here, only 20 have asked me for a picture. So it's not true that everyone wants to get a picture with me.
And again, this isn't a dig at Mind Valley at all. I mean, I would love to attend one of these awesomeness fests to check it out for myself. But doesn't he sound like a nagging and complaining Steve Jobs type of character right now?
Self-improvement is the secret to making money. Money should motivate us because money is a measure of the value that you're contributing to the world, right?
I mean, not only does he pretend to read books by touching them. Yep, this book is about gambling. So much cringe out there, bro. You know, the whole doomer culture, goth culture. Maybe you grew up as a goth, right? Like a goth kid, or like you went through an emo phase, right? You think all this sad stuff is cool. You see, society is trying to make sad stuff and being anxious and being broken and mentally ill as a cool thing. And at the same time, it's a stigma and nobody's talking about it. People are afraid to ask for help for appearing too weak or vulnerable. Focus on what you can do, not on what you should do right now. Look at all the celebrities out there, and let me just tell you, their mental health is garbage.
Oh, I'm always depressed, all the time.
Do you feel that you're happier right now than when you were broke, or not really?
Sometimes.
I had to stop because I had everything and I was absolutely broken inside.
I so badly want to be Catherine Hudson that I don't even want to look like Katy Perry anymore sometimes.
Okay.
I don't want to be too dark, but I genuinely didn't think I would make it to 17.
You didn't think you'd make it to 17?
No.
Paparazzi following them around, most of them are not happy. And I am calling out actually to all the celebrities out there. If you need my support and you need my help, I will personally come down to Hollyweird and help you all out. And this is a call out towards Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber, if you need any help, brother, okay? If you need any help at all, okay? Just drop an emoji in this video, okay? Somebody send this to Justin as well. Because I sense this guy, there's something going on with him. I was already kind of creeped out by the fact that, you know, they got to him very young, right? And they kind of threw that, baby, right? And then now he's just completely drastically changed and different. And you watch his video, Diplo, Where Are You Now? Okay? And you start seeing all the symbolism. And at first I'm kind of like, whoa. That did not just happen. But it's clear, it's right in front of your face, bro. So hopelessness is this global curse. Remember, watch my curses video, the definition. Loneliness is the ultimate epidemic right now, okay? We feel like we are lonely because we feel like we are alone, not that we are. You're not alone, you're all one. And this is what's causing the confusion, is everybody's like, just merge into one. But also think of it like this, the New World Order that's been happening for the longest time ever under our noses, okay? And I wouldn't even be surprised if this video gets taken down. I wouldn't even be surprised. Think about panning. If you're a musician or a rapper, you know this, okay? I record music and check them out, SoundCloud, whatever. A little break on music just because I'm working on a couple of different projects, working on this business and so forth. But I will be back to making that music very shortly, okay? Great stuff out there. But panning in music, what is that? Going from left, panning to the left, panning to the right. Panning is never in the 0 point, never in the center. Okay, you either pan to the left or pan to the right. That's where it's kept, sure. But the purpose of a pan is to split something. And to those women who were, you know, pagan witches into nature magic and stuff, who are like really Pan devotees or whatever. Don't make fun of Pan, he's such a nice guy. Pan was used to demonize sacred sexuality, okay? Oh, please, just go buy yourself a crystal quartz yoni egg and stop talking to me, okay? Pan watches over shepherds and their flocks. Pan is the devil, Saturn, Baphomet, all of this stuff, okay? By the way, Baphomet, pointing up and pointing down. And it's pointing to Saturn and Venus, okay? Saturn being, you know, Satan, and Venus being Lucifer. So spiritually right now on the planet, we are being run by this pan energy. If you heard the term pandemic, okay? Oh man, conspiracy theorists are gonna love this video right now. Pangea, the splitting of the planet. Pansexuality, which basically means I love everyone. So basically it's creating a pandemonium, right? Chaos, rioting, wars, okay? Confusion, okay? Fluidity. Also, bro, don't get me started on Peter Pan, okay? The guy's a psycho who basically imprisons these kids, these lost boys, and threatens to kill them if they ever grow up. And it turns out Captain Hook was actually a lost boy, and that's why he's fighting Peter Pan. He wants to rescue those kids. And so the whole story's backwards, man. I mean, Pan is very famous for his unfettered sexuality. I mean, he basically stalks and rapes women, right? That's what we know from the stories. And he walks around with an erect dick. In ancient Doric or Albanian, Pan means the one without borders. One without borders, one without sides, one without ways. And when we mean ways, it means without proper ways. The one without proper ways. The wild beast, which is one side of the priest-beast archetype. You've gone so far into the darkness and into the abyss that you're the creepy guy, because you've given up on God's side and God's way. Okay, you need the holiness and the power of Krishna and Christ and higher vibrations to balance out these lower planetary energies. And if you add ego to the mix, if you understand that if you're adding I to Pan, you get pain, which is suffering. But pain is not a requirement for your success. Panarchy is a framework of nature's rules. Pan's image is one of unpredictable change. Anything can happen, okay? It's like rolling the dice. It's a question mark. It is that dopamine hit. That's why you keep scrolling. And look around you and notice how much poverty you see. You see what? Panhandlers. So what do we do about this, okay? What is my solution towards all of this? My solution is you find a way to find structure and routine, a flow state ritual that you can do every single day. Get yourself back in a structure, in a routine. Stop living in this weird autopilot. Go with the flow. Just go with the flow, man. That's what Pan would want. You want to create more confusion, more panic. But I'm telling you, don't panic, okay? Relax. Chill out. Come back to your center and your awareness. Come back to your equilibrium. You've got this, okay? Don't get so easily swayed by this and that in the media, okay? What if all the trees on the planet withdrew their roots? A lot of this is also a trauma response, because people who become outcasts and rebels and are the people who just got rejected by society. Nobody accepted them, so they had to create a persona to feel accepted by others, And for me, I had to drop my persona, in a sense, and start speaking more real, speaking more authentic from what I actually know and what I actually research, okay? I'm not like the blue pill, just be yourself. I'm not like the black pill, just, it's all about looks, I'm not like the red pill, SMV, like sexual market value, looks maxing, status maxing, fitness maxing, wealth maxing, whatever you want to do, man. Some people are like, well, it's only game, it's only looks, okay? It's only status, it's only fitness, it's not only anything. It's only fans, okay? But it's not anything. Stop trying to categorize and label yourself as something. You can be a self-entitled, okay, warlock. I don't care, okay? You can say that I'm a gypsy from the planet Uranus, okay? I don't care. But what's weird is they're forcefully changing some of these kids with hormones, giving them shots for puberty and so forth, changing their biology forever for gender reassignment and things like this. I mean, that's kind of scary to think about. What are all of these misanthropes who hate humanity thinking about? Overpopulation, okay? Listen, the opposite of pan, which is splitting, is to what? To integrate, to heal, to come together, make the trauma split, meet each other, where it doesn't become mutually exclusive, okay? It becomes merged with one, okay? And that wholeness that you feel and the love of God that you feel, okay? Some people haven't felt that. Some people are listening to that word and they cringe already because they grew up in an environment that made them feel that way, okay? Maybe they were indoctrinated from very young. Maybe they, have a bad association with that word. But there are moments where you feel this deep resonance, this deep peace. And that spaciousness that you feel, okay? The space around you, the space inside of you. Okay, that is God. And the moment you can connect with that, you will start noticing your life is going to shift. That Holy Spirit is that flow state essence, man. That's going to flow through you. That creativity, that looking forward to something, that sacred sexuality, but real talk, not like, again, it's like seeing something satanic as acceptable and friendly, and all of these, again, the Illuminati, by the way, I just have to mention this very quickly, okay? This is turning into like a, expose or whatever, but I would definitely say that yes, it is this old Bavarian group, but if you look at modern culture, you will start to notice that there are very strange things happening, okay, including a lot of the symbolism and Freemasons. And you don't need to go down this rabbit hole right now. What you need to do is focus on basically creating the strongest aura that you can. And if you're worried about any of this stuff, you're getting attacked spiritually, you're really getting crushed by the spiritual war, reach out to us, okay? Primal Sutra is going to be a safe haven where people can come and heal, especially wounded warriors and men who've been trampled on, okay, who've been stomped on. Eventually, Primal Sutra is going to help women as well, okay? We're starting off as a men's movement and then evolving into both genders, and hopefully you're gonna get some more clarity in terms of what to do, okay? Now, how do we create this flow-based society? Well, the reason I'm helping men is because that's what the planet needs right now more than ever, is the men need to step up and start to lead, okay? They need to start to become the leaders that they always knew that they were. They need to remember who they really are and not who they've been conditioned and brainwashed to be, okay? So that's my message to you today. I hope you resonate with this. Have an incredible rest of your day. Hit that like and subscribe button. You already know what it is. And we'll speak soon. Os. May the flow be with you. And may we never be the same again. Namaste. Let's get it.